Cavill is simply destined to be the king of fantasy. Yes and yes again. Why? Of course, it's about the all-discussed project to screen one of the most iconic games, Warhammer 40K. And what is even more interesting that in fact, it seems that the British actor will be the star of two future high-profile fantasy, the universe Highlander and of course Warhammer, about which we have already done another issue and still briefly refresh your memory. If you have forgotten, you and I learned in the middle of December last year that Prime Video had set their sights on creating a new, super ambitious project based on dark fantasy. When it turned out that Henry would be an executive producer and most likely one of the main actors in Amazon's upcoming Warhammer 40K adaptation. Cavill was invited to this project first of all as an avid gamer from the world of cinema and a person who is respected by gamers around the world, as well as a person who is passionate about Warhammer and even personally masters figurines for this game. As for the project itself, so far we don't have too many details, but it is quite possible that we are waiting for not just a series, but a movie or even movies in this universe. In short, Prime Video seems to have decided to go big. Not for nothing did they compete so fiercely for the rights to future screen adaptations with other competitors. And Cavill should be one of the key players in this whole thing. As for Warhammer 40K itself, of course we are not in a position to write you this universe in a nutshell. We can only say that it is a dark future, where people long ago went beyond just our planet or solar system, where there is essentially a constant war on a galactic scale. Well, among the main players of this universe, we see a myriad of participants, starting from gods and demons of chaos and ending with orcs, genetically modified space troopers, immortal emperor, and a huge number of dark and sinister creatures. In short, if very, very simply, there is no place for compassion or sentimentality in this universe, no. Warhammer 40,000 is the most severe, brutal story, and at the same time extremely extensive, exciting, and captivating almost immediately. As you can see, if Amazon and Henry do well, this project could, in one fell swoop, take the throne that has been vacant since Game of Thrones left. So Henry's prospects are really impressive, and he definitely deserves it. Which was proven once again by the recent revelations of one of the creators of the series The Witcher, the director of this project, Mark Jobst, who shot several episodes of the first season, shared his thoughts on why Henry Cavill decided to leave the series The Witcher. In Jobst's opinion, the fault is banal fatigue and exhaustion of the actor, who gave himself to his role and his work like no one else. And although I personally think that this is very unlikely and that such arguments are quite naive, still, the director's revelations about Cavill's work make us realize once again what kind of actor the authors of The Witcher were dealing with and who they lost. Here's a listen. Look, Henry has starred in 3 seasons. That's very heavy in production. You know, they're difficult, said Mark Jobst. Henry does every shot. He won't even let you use another person's hand. If you're shooting a close-up of a hand gripping a sword, it has to be his hand. And if normally you'd bring in an understudy for Henry to go shoot some other scene and you've got the person to frame the hand so you don't bother your lead actor, Henry won't agree to that. And the result is an extraordinary performance. Plus you're working primarily with an incredible athlete who trains for hours before filming and hours afterward, even after a 12-hour work day, added the director. But it wears out your lead actor, so after 3 seasons, I thought, okay, he created this show, and if he feels he's done his best, then I trust him. Summarized Jobst. Well, that's an interesting revelation, and that's where we'll end our video today. We can only wait and hope for more incredible fantasy projects starring Henry. What do you think about it? Be sure to write your opinion in the comments. I'm interested in your opinion. Also, subscribe to our channel so you don't miss anything. Thanks for watching. See you all again.